What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to show the ladies some love, especially Sharon Rogers, a completely free-to-play character that's just absolutely insane, even at this point in the game. Now, we are going to be using a little bit of Scarlet's damage as well, and we're going to be using Valkyrie for a support because, I mean, Valkyrie is just an amazing support, really the best support in World Boss. Because of her 50% damage dealt to supervillains, and then they ignore target dodge rate by 30%, and the decreased damage received from supervillains by 25% really does help, especially when you start getting the upper echelon of stages against Knull. We're going to be actually taking on stage 28, which is the highest stage I have available to me at this point in the game, which is way up there on an account with 13% Pierce. I have about 100% energy attack, and we are going to be using Scarlet's leadership, this 45% increase of energy attack, which is going to self-buff Scarlet and Sharon Rogers. But as far as my Scarlet, she does have 62,000 energy attack with that leadership that she has, and she does have pretty much max attack stats. Her dodge is almost maxed out, and her critical damage is at 188%, so I could level that up a little bit more. And something else to keep in mind when you're watching this run is I have no Odin's Blessings on Sharon or Scarlet, my main damage dealers in this run. And I actually did have to beef up Scarlet a little bit because I did originally have 5-star energy attack Urus. Don't ask me why. I don't know why I did that, but I ended up changing them to Mythic just so I could get a little bit of extra damage out of this girl, and all of her skills are at 6. Now, the thing about Scarlet that's pretty awesome is that she does have 100% ignore dodge on her tier 3. That is amazing, but she does have an ignore dodge on the rest of her skills, so it's kind of a bummer. Like, whenever you're using her other skills, if you don't have enough ignore dodge in your strikers or from passives or leadership or whatever, you're just, Knull's going to be dodging a lot of your attacks. But whenever she does her tier 3, you don't have to worry about it at all. She does have a fully awakened Power Brain Rock set, and she does have a CTP of Rage. Something about the character I really don't like is the fact that, you know, you can't use a CTP of Energy. I really would, honestly, I'd like to have a CTP of Judgment to slap it on this girl, because then we get that extra chain hit damage, which would really synergize with the Pierce. I actually think she'd be a lot better in World Boss Legend with the CTP of Judgment. And then her uniform is just at Legendary. It's not fully leveled up. And as far as the uniform options, you see the energy attack, the cooldown. I mean, really, I could change that to HP. And then we got some dodge here. And then Sharon Rogers, again, has no Odin's Blessings. And with Scarlet's leadership, she has 56,000 energy attack. And then she pretty much has max attack stats except for critical rate, but that's going to get maxed out from her 5th skill. And like I said, she just has mythic energy attack Urus. No Odin's Blessings on her whatsoever. And all of her skills are at 6. And then she has a fully awakened overdrive set. And then she does have a CTP of energy, a mighty CTP of energy. Actually, we're not going to be relying on the mighty so much, because when you're playing with Sharon Rogers, you really just want to take damage. That's the main thing. Even when you do your tier 3, you want to take a little bit of damage before you hit your tier 3. And you want to take a little bit of damage before you go into your 5-4 combo. You know, everybody knows the rotation with Sharon Rogers. 3, delay a little bit, take some damage, hit your 3-5, delay a little bit, and then go into the 4. Which proc on the 4, 3-5, you'll delay a little bit, then go into your tier 3, and you'll do the most damage possible that way. And she does have a mythic uniform. Now, as far as the strikers and everything that I'm going to use, take on Knull here, is stage 28. And, you know, and we can only use females past stage 24, at least from 24 to 29. I'm not exactly sure how high it goes as far as just using your ladies. The strikers that we're going to use are these right here. I do have one ignore dodge striker, really mainly for Scarlet, because like I said, whenever she does her regular skills, she's not going to have any ignore dodge except for the ignore dodge from Kate Bishop, and that is it. The rest of them are damage dealt to supervillains. We're really just going to be relying on Sharon Rogers to get it done. Let's do it. All right, so whenever you're playing with Sharon Rogers, as many of you know, the most important thing is to take damage. So you're going to see me hit 3-5 right before Knull strikes the sword down. We take a hit, we run into the purple, we take damage from the tornadoes. Whatever is available, whatever environmental attacks are out there, we want to take damage. So right there, that slashing attack comes across. We did the 3-5, we took some damage. And you just hit the 3-5, you wait till you take some damage. Your proc will trigger, then go into your 4th skill or go into your tier 3. And even when you do your tier 3, you definitely want to be making sure that you take damage. If you just go 3, cancel 5, tier 3, you'll actually do less damage than if you go 3-5, take a little damage, and then hit your tier 3. You'll do a lot more damage if you do it that way. And but the thing about Sharon Rogers is, you know, and this kind of sucks, is, you know, with the damage taken thing, is there's a lot of RNG factors whenever you play this. This took me about an hour, hour and a half to try to be able to get this clear because of all the extra RNG. Sometimes you take more damage than other runs. Sometimes there's a little luck on your side as far as when a tentacle is slammed down on you, or whenever you take certain damages. I mean, Knull does the same attacks, but sometimes he kind of switches them around a little bit, and it can throw you off sometimes. But as you can see, you know, Sharon is doing absolutely amazing. Whenever the cage shows up, I actually switch to Scarlet because Scarlet has damage accumulation based on how much damage you deal. So we don't have to worry about taking damage with Scarlet, which is something that's really nice about her. Unfortunately, at this highest stage, she can put in work. She does about 2 bars. I might get 3 bars if I'm really, really lucky doing the tier 3, but that's about it. And Sharon Rogers just destroys her as far as damage doing. So you see me take a little damage there, did a 3-5, took a little damage from Knull, and then we hit our tier 3. And like I said earlier, you're going to do a lot more damage if you do it that way. A mistake that I always made in the past with Sharon, really for a long time, when I played her back in those all defense down days, is I would just go 3-5, cancel tier 3, because I was always trying to apply that all defense down whenever we were trying to do those insane clears against 99 procs. And this is long back when hardly anybody was trying to pull that kind of crap off. And it really got me in that habit where I'd always just cancel the 3-5. You don't want to do that. I mean, you cancel 3-5, but you always want to take damage with her. I mean, regardless of doing the tier 3 or doing the 4 skill after the 3-5, you always want to take a little bit of damage. So right here, we'll just wait. And something else, you know, I'm not really sure if it's even worth having that beatdown proc, because the beatdown proc lasts for about 5 seconds. The moment you hit your skills, that proc triggers. And as you just noticed, we only had about 2 seconds left of the beatdown proc whenever we finally got to do our tier 3. Because you got to delay and wait when you hit your 3-5 a little bit. So at the moment you hit your skills, you're delaying waiting. Your mighty beatdown proc is actually counting down. And it's just, you're not getting the full effect of the beatdown proc, because it's not lasting for a full 5 seconds. But at the very beginning, you are doing a little bit extra damage because you are getting a little extra pierce. So, I mean, I think in those cutthroat runs, down to the wire, I think then it does make a little bit of a difference, especially when you start getting this high stage. And Sharon really excels. Like at this part in the fight, she excels because it's easy to take damage from Knull. It's easy. Like in the second phase and this phase right here, it's so easy to take damage from this guy. It's just really, really simple. The tornadoes, you really don't want to try to focus on taking damage from them because they don't really help you accumulate that much damage. You're not really taking that much damage from those. But like the purple attacks on the ground, like if there's some poison available, those are really good ways to do it. When the tentacles are slamming down, those are really good. But when Knull is hitting you is spectacular. Something else about Scarlet that's really nice is whenever you do your 3rd skill, it's a movable skill. So like whenever Knull's in his little phase where all the little purples are around, you can actually get out of the way, which is nice. Another reason I use her. Plus having that damage dealt is just nice. We'll do it again right here. And we'll just kind of get out of the way, get away from the purple, the tentacle attacks. Ooh, we dodged a little bit. We did take a little bit of damage there. Now, it's really, really important at this part in the fight to have as much HP as possible on Sharon Rogers. And for this reason, coming up right here. Because in this part of the phase, Knull will actually do damage to you. So we're going to hit our 3-5. All right, and we're going to take damage while we're doing our tier 3, so that way we can do a lot more damage. Now, the caveat to this is you're going to take a lot of damage yourself. Now, having the decreased damage speed from Valkyrie and the decreased damage speed that Sharon has does help, but sometimes you will die. And now we're just focusing on using Scarlet, because we don't have to worry about taking any damage, because in this part of the phase, Knull isn't going to be dealing any damage to us. So unless there's some spears flying around or toxic meteorites, or I mean even taking a little damage from the tornadoes, Sharon just doesn't really put out that much damage in this part of the fight. It's only when you're going to be able to take damage. That's kind of the caveat to the character. But I mean, we had 15 seconds left. They cleared stage 28, which is absolutely insane, my friends. That is just nuts that they were able to do that. I mean, having 13% pierce on my account, that's just insanely impressive to me, especially for a free-to-play character. And the fact that none of these characters have Odin's blessings on them. I mean, yeah, I got 100% energy attack, and then yeah, I got 13% pierce, but stage 28 is no joke on this account. That is extremely high. I think maybe I could have even done stage 29, although I can't do it right now because 28 is the highest I have available to me. But let me know how y'all feeling about the girls getting it done. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.